Yo, what is up, guys? It is the man in the Canada Super Pigman here today with another video, and today we're going to be talking about some more Kenshi stuff. Today we're actually going to be talking about one that a fan requested. It's called Why is the Southern Hive more hostile than the Western Hive, even though the Western Hive has the Holy Nation, which could wipe them out at any point. And now that is a really good question, but before we even get into this video, if you guys have been enjoying my Kenshi content and enjoying any type of videos I make here, make sure to join my Discord. I take a lot of fan request videos. That's mainly been like what my past videos have been about. And I might reboot some videos because there's new information out there and everything. But yeah, just make sure to join that Discord, join the lovely community. But anyways, back to the video. We are going to be discussing a lot of things in this. Let's start with the boat theory. So now there is a theory in the Kenshi community that the hive could have came from boats off land, hence why the areas that they're located in look like there were like rivers that flowed there before. And like the hive are relatively new. I don't think they're that old considering like Kenshi timeline stuff. I can't put my number. For some reason, I want to say 1,000 years ago was when they landed, which, water levels could have been higher and everything, because you know how the environment works in Kenshi. That shit's horrendous, but the vein did look like it used to be a river, and that is where they settled, so there is that. But anyways, so that's where the boat theory is pretty much that they came on boats and they didn't know how to repair the boats at all. Like, they just only knew how to use them, which could indicate that humans lived on other continents, which could prove that, in theory, that Kenshi has multiple continents on it. And pretty much, that's the boat theory, that they come from a different continent where, the fog, which are pretty much, those mindless hives, was a parasite. So these theories like all go hand in hand. The parasite theory goes in hand with the boat theory type of thing, and that's what they were trying to escape from, their old continent. And then there is the other side of the spectrum where people say they are genetically modified, like something, like there's something that was created during like the Second Empire or even the First Empire. But that theory is kind of shaky because of the fact that the people in the Black Desert City don't really know what a hiver is. They really just don't know what they are. So, and those skeletons are from way back when. So if they don't know who they are, it's pretty much like, what? So, the boat theory is one of the best ones that we have. And that's what a lot of people think they're natives to also natives to Kenshi. But, back to the main question. So the Western Hive seems to be really, really cool, but when you inspect closer onto all the actions that they do towards you, they become really, really like assholes, They kind of put up a front where, they're nice, they seem nice and everything and all that, and they seem pretty cool. But then you look at Beep, and there really isn't anything wrong with him. I think he's just trying to get out of his class that he's in, and they exiled him. He says it's probably because he's like, he doesn't work well, but it also shows you that even without a queen, a hive with a personality can live. So pretty much all these other hives, they don't have like personalities like in the Western Hive. They just have like these set thoughts that they have to think. But Beep is different. He has like, this personality to him, and he gets kicked out for it. It's kind of fucked up when you think about it. It reminds me of a dystopian book called The Giver, where, if you guys should just read it. I mean, it's a really good book, but it's something like this, like pretty much these two people escape at the end to, because they have a personality, like, and everybody else is just okay with where they're at. But anyways, back to the main point, so the hive are really assholes. They kick people out that they think are deficient, or with pretty much means they have personalities if you really look at it. And then also think about those lamps that they give you. They say that the lamps keep the fog away. That ain't true. They does not keep the fog. Trust me, buy one of those and go into the fog islands, and they don't like keep the fog away. And it's also really, really weird because, like, you have the, like, choice to trust them about it. The only cool thing that lamp does is when you're building in the darkness, you can actually see. It doesn't keep the fog away. If anything, it tracks the fog towards you because you have a huge light. Now all the fog can see you, and they're going to run towards you, And the fog, that's pretty much they're trying to make money off you. That's the entire hive's purpose. Like the Western Hive is just completely like, oh, I want to make money, I want to make money, I want to make money, and they're gonna do it in any single way possible. And it doesn't matter if you die, as long as you buy one of their products before you die, they're okay with it. And that is really, really fucked up when you think about it. And the Western Hive is also at a huge threat by the Holy Nation. The Holy Nation thinks that they're up to something too, They're kind of like, they kind of have like a buffer between, them and, the Shek Kingdom. There's like a little buffer between them. But, like the Shek don't like them and the Holy Nation don't like them. So they have two kind of like enemies on their fronts. But the Holy Nation really do think that they're fishy and that they don't, like, it's not because, of their racist, like, ideology, but it's because they just don't like them. They like think that they're like suspicious and everything. And when you think about it a little bit more, like the Bugmaster could be involved in this too, because the Bugmaster has a buffer from the hive, and the hive seem like skin spiders that are genetically mutated, if you guys follow that theory. But anyways, if you do wipe out the Western Hive, you come to the Southern Hive. So we'll talk about wiping them out soon. Southern Hive, same thing. They could have came by boats through the south. Now people ask why they're always so much more hostile. And the reason to that, I think, is because of circumstances, Where they landed was probably a lot more hostile than where the Western Hive landed. Because the Western Hive landed and the Holy Nation wasn't going to wipe them out. The Shek Kingdom wasn't going to wipe them out. United Cities wasn't going to wipe them out. In fact, United Cities probably loves the Hive because they can pay a lot of money, and the UCs run by money. And so you just think about it, it's like, Western Hive had a lot better circumstances when they landed, but the Southern Hive didn't. They had to fight, like literally fight to survive. And I think that's why they're so much more ruthless now than the Western Hive. Like, they'll just attack you on sight. They don't even care. Like, they'll just wipe you out. And, that's just them. I think that's just the way, the nature that they landed in. It's nothing to do with, like, their hive kind being, like, more, I guess, hostile towards anything or anything like that. I don't really believe that. I don't buy into it, if you get what I'm saying. But it is a interesting theory. Like, maybe it is their nature that they landed in that was a lot more, like, dangerous. But if you do note something, note this. That if you do decide to take out the Western Hive, you find out that the queen is actually kind of a cyborg, and that she lived long enough because she was part machine. And, that's one of the biggest plot twists. But not only that, once you wipe her out, the Southern Hive, literally the instant you wipe them out, will start expanding slowly. Like, if their goal is to take over Kenshi, and this is where I was talking about the Bugmaster. I think they're after like the Bugmaster and everything, because the Western Hive or the Southern Hive is really just expanding towards him, and like they're hostile towards everybody, but it seems like they're only moving towards the Bugmaster. And then the Western Hive also have the Shek Kingdom as a buffer between them, but they do kind of want him. And it's a lot of thin lines to cross, but I mean the Southern Hive expanding is really a huge question mark. But honestly, that's why the Southern Hive are actually more hostile, and the Western Hive is pretty cool and chill, except the fact that they're both really just assholes. The Hive put up a front, and the Southern Hive really doesn't put up a front. They just kill you on sight. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Remember, leave a like, subscribe. We're on our road to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully we get there. I love making this Kenshi content, and I hope you guys love it too. Peace.